Hello, everybody, and welcome to Professor P's podcast. I'm Natasha Palumbo, aka Professor P. I'm known for evoking the essence of spirituality by bringing the energetic fire, activating the mind, and speaking the truth. I'm so honored that you are here with us today. I thank you for joining. This podcast is focused on entrepreneurship, empowerment, and energetics. You're going to find a wealth of information inside, guest speakers, and the elixir, a dose of energetic power. So let us join in on today's podcast. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Professor P's podcast. I am so excited for you to be joining me again today. I want to sincerely thank you all for the messages I received, the feedback I received from my last episode, the gift of goodbye. I really poured my heart out in that one. It was real, raw, still something currently I am holding space for in my heart. You know, grief is something we don't talk enough about, and it really needs more exposure, honestly. And we need to learn that we are human beings on this human experience. And I'm so glad to be able to share with you my heart, the words that come from my heart that God has given me. And it does take a lot of courage. And that last episode, The Gift of Goodbye, very transparent, very real, very raw, very tender in there. My heart is still very tender, but I'm here to share this life with you. It makes all my suffering worth it that I'm able to come so poetically, so brave, so boldly to this mic to be able to speak to you from a place of confidence, even in transparency and vulnerability, which can be so hard to really pull that back and show you the true essence of me. It can be very scary to do that, everyone, but I'm here for it. I'm here for you. I care for all of you. And so pouring my heart out to you, I do my best to give you the real and rawness of me. I am very authentic in all my ways, and my life is an example. If you want to see the proof of God, look at my life. Look at your life. Look at all you've been through. You're an amazing proof of what God can do. He still performs miracles today. He still colors with broken crayons. He still creates the most beautiful tapestries with pieces of cloth. He ties us together so beautifully with his grace and his mercy and his eternal love. So I'm so grateful for you all. I'm so grateful that it blessed you. I am firmly believing that today is going to bless you to your soul. I'm giving you an entrepreneurial tip, but it's also a life tip as well. So you know, anything that I give you on the entrepreneur side of the house, you can always use also for the empowered life side of the house. So the topic for today is own your value before the world does. That's it. Let's get real here today. Now, you know I love to be real and raw, but have you ever noticed how people treat you based on how you present yourself? Did you know that? How we present ourselves is how people will treat us. Sometimes they'll even treat us worse, honestly. But how they value us is based on what we believe we're worth. Ooh, I'm going there today because here's the truth. People mirror the energy we put out. Are y'all ready for it today? Entrepreneurs, are you ready for it today? Let me see. You know, this is my favorite part. Entrepreneurs and those who want to live the empowered life. Are you really ready for some truth today? Let me see those hands. Where are they at? Oh, yep. You're ready for it. People mirror us. And as you begin to grow and evolve and heal, the greater the reflection of the mirror. Ooh, let me say it again. Thank you, Holy Spirit. The greater the reflection of the mirror. And if somebody is mirroring you and it's not really matching up to where you know you're supposed to be or where you should be, I need you to take a reflection inside and say, what is still there? Because people will mirror the energy that we put out. The world often pays you based on how you charge yourself. You got to stop charging less than what you're worth, everyone. If you think less of yourself, then that's what the world is going to pay you. Paying yourself is so important, like understanding what to get paid. People ask me all the time, like the rates, but you got to believe what you're worth. See, I have a set rate and I will do some adjusting, but that's my set rate. I do a lot of free work out there in the world and I serve a lot of people. Every one of you can set with me for free. You can get a free minute, but then you need to also be able to pay for my services, and I should pay for your services, right? We should stop devaluing ourselves, our talents, our time. If you don't honor your value, others will discount it. Let me say that again. If you don't honor your value, others will discount it. This isn't just about business either, everyone. This is about identity, mindset, and energy. I need you to fully understand that. When entrepreneurs launch something, whether it's a service, a product, a brand, we are forced to set prices. Before we even set a price, we have to set a standard. I promise I'm going there. Before you can even set a price, you need to set a standard. That's the internal work. That's truth work. That's the empowerment work. What is your internal standard of yourself? First of all, God don't make cheap things. Christ sacrificed so much for us. That was not a cheap sacrifice. That was a life laid down and then risen again. Hallelujah. Thank you, Lord, for that. As we're just now coming off the Resurrection Sunday. The truth that the stone was rolled away. What stones need to be rolled away in your life to bring forward the resurrection power? Stop playing with this resurrection power, this internal work inside, the truth work, the standard. All of this applies to all of us, not just one with LLCs or corporations, but all of us. Now, I want you to pause and reflect on some questions. Where in your life are you undercharging emotionally, mentally, and or spiritually? Not just money, but energy, time, love, labor. We've got to raise our standard, everyone. Where in life are you undercharging emotionally, mentally, or spiritually? Let me hold that. Some of you are really undercharging emotionally. Who are you? You know you're undercharging. You are so emotionally driven and you hold such beautiful emotional space and you're undercharging for it. It is not a full exchange in your relationships, in your partnerships, in your time. You're not getting truly the return on investment that you should. And some of you are definitely undercharging spiritually. You are such beautifully sound spiritual people, and you're not getting your rightful charges out of that. Have you ever let someone else define your value for you? That's the question I want you to ask next. Have I ever let someone else define my value for me? I promise you have. You see, the problem is we walk through the valley of validation, knocking on doors, but no one opens. Then we wander through the forest of falsehood to sit under a tree with leaves of lies falling all over us, and our tears flow from our eyes. It is all an illusion. Only love is real. Do you know that the average person thinks between 12,000 and 60,000 thoughts per day? 80% of those are negative. The battle is always in the mind, and it is very real. The wounded emotion, even more profound. But like beauty for ashes, you can and will rise. You can give up wounded emotion for emotional intelligence. You walk in your beautiful, authentic self. You hold your star and you unapologetically shine. You live the empowered life and you become an empowered entrepreneur. I want you to stop letting others define your value. You are the damn gatekeeper. All you got to do is get up and let yourself through. One of my favorite stories is by a mentor of mine, and he told me about how there's a guard that sits at the door of validation. And there's a big poster on the door. It says validation, big words, because validation is tied into value. How you value yourself, that's the validation you're seeking in this world. But that's an internal job, everyone. You have intrinsic value. This world cannot give it to you, nor can it take you away. And there's a guard at this door of validation. And the guard says, I'm not letting you in because you're there knocking. And the guard says, no, I'm not going to let you in. How about you go out, give me everything you can, bring it to me, and then I'll let you in. So you go out. You gather everything that you can. You gather all your money, all your time, all your efforts, all your worth. You take it to the guard and you say, here it is. I dug all this up. I even worked with my hands. I pulled all this up and here it is. And the guard says, snatches it out your hand and says, yep, thank you. I'm still not letting you in. And you're like, please let me in. I just need to get through this door of validation. I just need to know that I can be able to charge $2.50 an hour because I'm worth it. I need to be able to charge $50 an hour because I know I'm worth it. I need to know that my value is not really actually set in a dollar amount, but I should raise my standard because I'm stuck here. Please, I just need to get through this door of validation. And the guard says no. And all of a sudden you say, listen, you look familiar to me. Why do you look familiar to me? And the guard then stands up, lifts his mask, pulls his mask off, and all of a sudden you see the mirror reflection of you. You're the damn guard at the door. You're the only one preventing yourself from walking through that door of validation. Why? Because it's an illusion in your mind, because you have let someone else out here in this world who turns to dust just like you tell you what value you are. If we don't set our prices, if we don't set our standard, this world will. I need you to know your value before the world does. Here's another question for you to reflect on. Do I truly believe I'm worthy of more? Or am I still waiting for someone to validate me? I promise I'm trying to shape my entrepreneurs and those who want to live the empowered life. Do I truly believe I'm worthy of more? So many of you do not even believe you're worth more. So you only put in a little effort, or you let your mind consume you. That's where the battlefield is. You set yourself up for less, and less is what you get. I'm always telling my entrepreneurs and those who are building, that is the intention you put behind what you're building. You get that intention back. It's the energy you put behind. If you believe it's going to succeed, it will. If you believe it's going to fail, it will. We get it. This is it. God says we get the vision or better. We get it. We put the intention in, the energy in. It's so important that you set with that truth today. I need you to go hear some of the past episodes, the power of your word in thought and speech. I need you to go and be able to understand that the vision is for an appointed time. I need you to go and be able to understand quantum physics and all of this existence and the power to create. I need you to understand that you have intrinsic value. This world did not give it to you, nor can it take it away. God has already called you. Here's another question for you. How do I show people what I believe I'm worth? Woo! Without saying a word. I want you to think about your posture, the boundaries, the decisions you make, the presentations, the gift of goodbye. See, there's a lot of character in giving that gift. Everyone. That's a boundary being set. That's a posture that you were able to step into. That's courage in action. And that speaks volumes. It's letting another person know you can't treat me this way. It's letting another environment know, no, I'm not going to stay in this environment any longer. It's breaking the chains that have oppressed you and your lineage for far too long, everyone. You are generational curse breakers and generational blessing makers. It is your time to rise up in power. I need you entrepreneurs to go out there and really build from a place of integrity, a place of great worth, a place that has a great standard. I need you to set that before the world dictates it back to you, because they are going to do it wrong. What you're going to do is proclaim before you step foot in, these are my rates. These are my charges. This is my standard. And this is the quality of work I do. I am worthy to be paid. My work is of high service and worthy of massive compensation. Thank you for that, Amanda Francis, who is the wealth building coach out there in the world. Here's a final question for you. What needs to shift for you to stop negotiating your value and to start honoring it? Woo! Some of you need to make some real big shifts in your life. Some of you are budding entrepreneurs. Some of you are the 9-to-5 grinders. Some of you are already kind of soaked in and soiled in, but you need to be thinking about some shifts. Necessary endings bring new beginnings, baby. Go listen to that episode. So here's a business application for all of this. If you're in business, I need you to listen closely. Your pricing, your position, your messaging, they all reflect on how you see yourself. Everything boils down to self and self-branding. It is a very important piece of the puzzle. I make all my entrepreneurs, I make all my students do a self-branding, because it all boils down from the self-branding component and your belief in who you really are. The way out is within, my friends. The deeper you crawl within, the more free you become. Again, your pricing, your positioning, your messaging, these all reflect how you see yourself. If you keep offering discounts before people ask, if you keep over-explaining your prices, if you keep trying to prove your value, you're not owning it. I need you to own it. Value doesn't beg, everyone. It just is. I need you to own it. Natasha, I need you to own it. I need you to own the space of speaking. I need you to own the space of empowerment. I need you to own the space of education. I need you to own the space of strategy. Let me just preach to myself for a minute, everyone. What do you need to own today? What do you need to step into today? I need you to own it. I need you to own your strength, your beauty. I need you to own your intelligence, your genius. I need you to own your grace. I need you to own every bit of the divine calling that is on your life so that you can dominate this dash, that God can get everything out of you that he put into you. So this week, before you send that quote to somebody, that pitch, that proposal, I want you to check yourself. Are you moving from confidence to fear? Or are you leading your worth or with your doubt? What is it? Confidence or fear? Are you leading with your worth or with doubt? I need you to own it, everyone. I need you to go out there and just set it in place and say, these are what my prices are. Here is my proposal. I am confident in who I am. My work is of high service and worthy of massive compensation. For my non-entrepreneurs, because this is for everybody. This message isn't just for those running businesses. It's for the stay-at-home mom who forgot her worth. It's for the student playing small in the classroom. It's for the employee clocking in and out while their souls whispers for more. You are valuable. You don't need a little title, degree, or bank account to validate that. So wherever you are, start walking like you know who you are, whose you are, and whom you are. Because when you do, the world will have no choice but to catch up. Again, you have intrinsic value. This world did not give it to you, nor can it take it away. And I need you to set in the truth. To those of you who are living the empowered life or pursuing the empowered life, and to those of you who are my entrepreneurs, no matter where you are in the landscape, from budding to blossoming to strategically leading to being able to pass on succession, I need you to know you all have intrinsic value. This world did not give it to you, nor can it take it away. So I want you to understand your value now and set it in place, your standard now, and set it in place and really own it inside. This is an inside job, everyone. And it takes work. It takes therapy. It takes being able to reach out and get help. It takes reading books. It takes diving into the word. It takes praying. It takes action. It takes believing in yourself, even when the world may be against you. The vision was given to you to fulfill. Stop telling little-minded people your big vision. They're not going to get it. And your family and your friends, they are not your clients. They are not your customers. Stop trying to make them your clients and customers. They need to just be your family and friends. They're not your therapist. They're not the ones that you need to take and run to every problem. You really need to get yourself a coach. You need to get yourself a therapist. Even go to chat. Go and talk to the AI. It is more rational than 85% of these jokers out here. And I'm building something special for you all. So please stay tuned to that. So you know I love to give homework. You guys ready for some homework? I love to give homework. So you're going to have a mirror assignment. Stand in front of the mirror for 2 minutes and speak out loud your truth. I am worthy. I bring value to every room I enter. I am not for sale. I am here to serve, not to shrink. I deserve to be paid well for what I do. My work is of high service and worthy of massive compensation. It will feel uncomfortable to look in this mirror and to say these prophetic things to yourself, but I want you to do it anyways. You must learn to be your toughest coach and your best cheerleader. And if you need somebody to help support you, I've told you all I'm here. I am literally pouring my heart out to all of you. I am showing up and I'm letting you know I have to do this work. I have to continuously tell myself I am worthy. I am worthy. I am worthy. I am worthy. You are worthy, my friends. You are enough, my friends. Now, the next thing I want you to do is write a value inventory. Make a list of everything you bring to the table. Skills, strength, experience, lessons learned, ways you show up for others. Post that list where you can see it. Everyone can do this. My entrepreneurs, you can do it with your products and services, but I want you to start to do it with yourself. And those who are not my entrepreneurs, you're going to start with self. So you're starting with the key. The key is you. See, the gift I give is the gift of self. Once you have yourself back, everything begins to fall into place. You begin to realize and wake up to the beautifulness of who you are. Then I want you to make one bold ask or move. Whether it's asking for a raise, increasing your prices, starting a side hustle, or saying no to something that no longer honors your value. Do one thing this week that affirms your worth. I want you to tag me when you do it. DM me when you do it. Reach out to me. I'm here to cheer you on. I'm here to help you. I'm here to pray with you. I'm here to pray for you. I'm here to give you the elixir and the entrepreneurship empowerment piece. I'm here to pour these episodes. Go back and check out the other ones. Remember, owning your value is not arrogance. It's alignment. It's not ego. It's empowerment. And when you know your truth, when you stand in your worth, you become undeniable. Remember, you have rights to your no, and your yes is undeniable. You are that undeniable yes. I want you to set with this truth today. If this message blessed you, share it with somebody who needs to be reminded of their value. And if no one told you today, you are valuable, you are powerful, and you are necessary, I want you to hold that truth and boldly walk forward. You are not waiting on this world to see your value. You already know it. Thanks everyone for listening today. I hope you received a lot out of that episode and are feeling energized and ready for whatever lies ahead. If you did enjoy it, I'd appreciate it if you'd share it out. Thank you in advance for doing so. Please also connect with me on social media, Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, Natasha M. Palumbo. And until next time, be encouraged, be empowered, and as always, be well.